folks, how are you today? My name is Alan Abbassi. I am the Senior Product Manager for Fender Musical Instruments, the electric guitar and bass division. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the American Professional Series and the American Elite Series. I want to kind of summarize the features of each series and maybe compare and contrast the two different series so you can get a better understanding of what the different features are and how they compare with each other. One of the most important features about the American Professional Series guitars is the neck shape. For the American Professional Series, we have a brand new neck shape called the Deep C neck shape. And what that means is it feels a little bit thicker in your hands than necks that we may have made in the past. So the Deep C neck shape starts thin at the first fret, and as you move up the neck towards the 12th fret, it gets much thicker. So what that means is it fills your hand a little bit more. When you're playing, you'll notice that you have a little bit more support in your palm, and it's a very nice, comfortable C shape. So the Deep C neck shape is one of the new features of the American Professional guitars. Another great feature about the new American Professional guitars are the narrow, tall frets. Fender is typically known for having medium jumbo or vintage frets. What we've done on the American Professional is use narrow, tall frets which are, as they sound, taller and not quite as wide as medium jumbo. When you're trying to bend a note, it's a little bit easier. To bend a note with a narrow, tall fret. And it allows you to bend longer. All the American Professional guitars have V-Mod pickups. V-Mod really stands for Vintage Modified. Basically what that means is we took our best Fender vintage style pickups and modified them. Our friend Tim Shaw, who is a genius with pickups, helped us develop these pickups. What that means for the Strat is that we have different Alnico magnets depending on which pickup you're using. So the bridge pickup has all Alnico 5 magnets. The middle pickup has Alnico 5 magnets under the unwound strings and Alnico 2 magnets under the wound strings. And then the neck pickup has Alnico 3 magnets under the unwound strings and Alnico 2 magnets under the wound strings. And basically what that does is it allows you to dial in the balance and tone of each string, almost like you're dialing in the volume or the faders on a mixing board. Another really neat feature about the American Professional guitars is the controls. I'm holding the new American Professional Strat. As you can see, it has a standard 5-way selector switch to get the standard Stratocaster pickup selections. What you can't see is we've done a treble bleed modification on the volume knob, and all the American Professional guitars have this. Basically, a lot of times when you're playing and you lower the volume of your guitar, you can lose your high end. It can get very bassy and you lose a little clarity, okay? The treble bleed gets rid of that completely. So you'll notice as I turn down the volume, it still maintains all the high end and the treble and the clarity. So really, you're just reducing the volume and the tone stays exactly the same. So even at the very lowest volumes, you're still getting a very nice, high-end, beautiful treble with your tone. And that's really important for a player. Another great feature of the American Professional Series guitars is they have staggered tuners. You'll see as I hold the guitar this way that 2 of the tuning posts are taller and 4 of the tuning posts are shorter. We call that staggered tuners. What that means is the strings that have the shorter tuners have a bigger angle over the nut, and that allows the string to seat better and it prevents buzzing, and it's just a little bit of better downward pressure for the angle of the string as it goes to the tuner. Another great feature of the American Professional Series guitars is that we have upgraded the nut material to bone. On the American Standard guitars and a lot of other Fenders, we would use plastic or micarta or melamine or some sort of synthetic material for the nut, which is good, but bone is organic material and it tends to have a little bit more resonance and a little bit better tone, which is considered a nice upgrade. So that sort of summarizes a lot of the main features of the American Professional Series guitars. In addition, we've also recently introduced 2 brand new colors to the American Professional series. I'm holding Natural, which is made with ash and a very nice clear coat so you can see the wood grain. This is what we call a natural finish. We already had this finish on the Telecasters, but now we're adding it to the Strat and to the basses, so the natural finish is new for those models. And also we're adding this Candy Apple Red, okay, which is a new finish that you can see on the guitars and the basses. So the concept with American Professional is really, we want a classic looking Fender, but we want some features that make them sound and play better, okay? So this looks just like a beautiful vintage style Strat, but we have upgraded pickups, taller frets, a bigger neck.